Basically, what happened was at about 4:13 this morning, the dispatch center at Weld County received a call on 911 from a woman later identified as Beatrice Cintora Silva, and she did not identify herself at the time. She just gave her address of 11464 Hot Springs in unincorporated Weld County. She gave her address a couple of times, and then dispatch heard what sounded like a shot being fired. From there, the suspect, which was identified as Daniel Sanchez, date of birth of 5/6/81, picked up the phone and talked to the dispatcher. Basically what he told the dispatcher was that he shot 3 people and then he was going to shoot himself. We identified the other victims as Maria Cintora Silva and Max Aguirre Ojeda. Once he had said that he was going to shoot himself, the phone went quiet and the dispatcher heard another shot. We arrived at the scene at about 4:22, went inside the house, and we found the suspect and Beatrice in the west bedroom, the front west bedroom of the house, and then we found the other 2 victims in the east bedroom of the house. We're still clearing the scene. We're going to be here probably all night, maybe even in tomorrow. We did find a gun on scene next to the suspect, Daniel Sanchez. It's a Glock 45 caliber. There were 2 clips. Each clip holds 13 rounds with 1 under the chamber. So a possibility of 27 rounds altogether could have been shot. We're still processing, so we don't know how many in total, but we did find 16 empty casings and 3 unspent rounds so far. So there could be a possibility of, like I said, 27 rounds altogether, but we're still searching the house for those for the rounds. That's basically in a nutshell, but I'd be glad to take questions regarding what we have.
Sheriff Cooke, are you looking at the fact that he was picked up for domestic abuse or assault over the weekend?
Yes, we are. We learned right away, fairly early on in the investigation, that he was arrested in Longmont for domestic violence and kidnapping and false imprisonment. He was let out of jail last night from Boulder County at about 10 o'clock. And we're trying to piece together where he went from 10 o'clock until about 4:13 when we got the call, but we don't know those hours just yet.
Is it a safe bet to assume that this guy, he made threats, he held this woman hostage, he hurt her, he threatened her several times over the years, stalked her house? I mean, is it a safe bet to assume he went and killed her because he was jealous and this was an ongoing part of this domestic violence incident?
That's what kind of appears right now. You know, they broke up, or they've been dating for about 4 years, I believe, and they broke up a couple of months ago. She moved out of his house on Thanksgiving Day and moved in with her sister and her husband, who are the other 2 victims. So it appears that's what it is. We do have 911 dispatch tapes that we are going to release to the media, and according to the dispatch tapes, he was saying that she was cheating on him. So it appears that it was a jealousy, domestic violence type situation.
Now, she had turned down additional police protection when she initially reported this on Saturday. What advice would you have to other women who find themselves in this kind of situation?
Well, obviously I'd say don't turn that down, and also if don't go back to where the person knows you're at. I believe she was told several times not to stay here, that it might not be safe, and she felt it was. And so it's always good not to go where the suspect knows you're living.